What's going on, everybody? KSA Kris here, Real Estate Blitz, doing great things. Want to do a quick video. I'm actually going to be doing a series here on social media. And the reason why is because we're kicking deep into our team um, and really growing out the individual agents. And I figured this is an opportunity not just to put on stuff on here, and I've done a ton of stuff on social media in the past, but really starting to get our team hyper focused on it because look, it's a great freaking return. It's free, and at the end of the day, I always say, what's number one rule in real estate? Number one rule is people are going to pick the first or second agent that they've been exposed to. And if you don't have enough business right now, it just simply comes down to you haven't met enough people to let them know that you help people buy and sell homes. That's it. It really is that simple. Though it's simple in concept, it's not easy. All right, it's not easy. So social media is another way of trying to get in front of as many people as possible in a short amount of time. And there's a ton of different ways that you could do it. Now, we actually had a meeting last Tuesday. We're going actually even within our own team meetings, we're going deep into social media right now. I'll give a quick little overview synopsis of some of that, but that's not what I'm going to get into. But basically, what we talked about, we went through all the different variations of social media, and there's a ton. There's a ton of different things that you can get into. And then we sort of talked about demographic and really looking at your sweet spot. So when I was talking about sweet spots in general, one of the things that I had mentioned was baseball. I like baseball. I'm a big baseball fan. It's such a unique sport because you're hitting a round object with a round object. Even within the bat, there's a sweet spot. If you hit it too close to where your hands actually are towards the neck of the bat, you will or could or will break the bat. It's not the sweet spot. In fact, there's no way you're going to hit a home run if you actually get to that spot. So you need to really get in the sweet spot in order to just crank the ball. I feel the same way about social media. I think there's, could you or should you be on every social media platform? Sure, why not? I know Gary Vaynerchuk talks a lot about that, and he says, yeah, you should be on every platform. But, when you're trying to maximize your time, and especially in a real estate agent's life, I sit here, I'm going through daily routines with our team right now. We're sort of going deeper on really maximizing their time. And when you talk about the amount of time that you already have, which isn't always a lot, plus you got clients, plus you're extremely busy, you're putting in 2, 4, 6, 7 deals a week, you don't have time to try to be on every platform. So you really need to start whittling down and looking at what platforms are going to give you the most or best return. Now, I've heard success stories and I have watched and experienced success stories myself on different variations of platforms, but what I'm going to do is just kind of start going through, I don't know how long it's going to take me, the different variations of social media and what I think you should be doing. So on top of that, as we're talking about the different variations of social media and what's actually out there, we start talking about the misnomers. How often should you post? I heard you only post once a day. I only heard you post once a week. Look, it doesn't matter. All it's about is eyeballs. When it comes to social media, attention is king. Period. Attention is king. The more eyeballs you get, the more engagement you get. People that are liking, sharing, commenting, whether it's positive or negative, it almost doesn't matter. You just want eyeballs and you want engagement. So whatever platforms you choose to jump on, you want to ensure that you have enough time to really dedicate yourself to it. I don't want to say master it because I guess you can get to a point where you master social media, but my concern has always been whether it's doing photos for your own listings. If you're taking photos of your own listings, it means you have too much time on your hands. You're a real estate agent. You help people buy and sell homes. You hire somebody to actually do it. When you get to a point where you need to master social media or social media is bringing you a return, you need to hire somebody to do and deal with your social media. One of the questions that I got asked was, hey, Kris, I got this guy. He says he'll do my social media posts for $40 a week. And most of the time there's going to be programs and people out there, they'll do a really crappy post. They'll put it on there and yeah, they'll do it. I'll do it for $40 a week. I won't do it. I'm going to hire somebody and then I'm going to just take a cut of that. But, look, that's garbage. In the beginning, in my opinion, you kind of got to just dig into it yourself. You need to become a little bit obsessed with social media and the variations of platforms or the 1 or 2 platforms you choose to use and become obsessed with it to figure out how do you get more eyeballs. Not anything else. How do you get more eyeballs? How do you get more people to look at what you're actually putting out there? And I see it all the time with a lot of real estate agents where they're basically posting up things and they feel good. because they're doing 1, 2, or 3 posts per day. But if nobody's looking at the post, so it's like, great, you're putting up 3 posts per day, you're committed to this thing, but like literally your mom and your cousin like your posts, it's garbage. It's a waste of freaking time. You're wasting your energy and you're wasting your time. You got to put up content information. So that comes down to curation, creation. Curation is taking content that already exists and putting it out there for people to look at. What you're hoping for whenever you're curating content is that people are going to look at it, they're going to like it, and they're going to share it. And what that does is that expands your sphere of influence on social media, so more eyeballs come to your site. You have creation. We're actually creating content, whether it's your new listings, whether it's just solds, whether it's video, whatever it's going to be. Now, here's the challenge that real estate agents run into all the time. People are pitch sensitive. People are pitch sensitive. So whenever they see a real estate agent post or real estate anything, they usually just scroll right past it. They don't really look at it. They don't engage with it. So you got to be creative. If you start putting out stuff, and this is the big one, it seems like agents put out content for other agents. They put out stuff that other people like, but it's other agents, or other agents are stealing what they like in order to share something that's witty and funny, but it's only witty and funny towards agents. So you got to start thinking about, in your market, what's interesting, what's almost consuming, what's going to make people click on your stuff, what's going to make people stop, whether it's local information, local contact. I love what Kyle Whissel does. He's actually south of us down in San Diego, a little bit deeper into the east, and he has a full-blown YouTube channel, Facebook, where he does nothing but different foods and meeting chefs and going out and doing these things. And he gets a ton of information. What's cool is that he readjusts that to let everybody know in the process, while they're all engaging with his food stuff, that he helps people buy and sell homes. So all he cared about in the beginning was eyeballs. After he got the eyeballs, and he started turning around and saying, hey, by the way, now I have your attention. I help people buy and sell homes. And Kyle Whissel kills it. He does an absolutely amazing job. So when you start sitting down and really deciding what social media platforms you're going to be on, it's all about the eyeballs. It's about attention. Period. If you're not getting any attention or any engagement, you're doing it wrong. And whatever it is you're doing, you should probably stop. Okay, so I'm going to keep going deeper, deeper, deeper. I'm probably going to start whittling down because I always want to keep these pretty short. I don't like doing more than 5 minutes. I'm already at 7. But I'm going to try to stay a little consistent with this. Keep in mind, I know some people are like, man, you're not consistent with the Real Estate Blitz. Keep in mind, I'm not doing this to make a living. I'm not doing the Real Estate Blitz to make a profit. I'm not selling any products. I'm not a coach. I'm not a guru. I'm not trying to get you to purchase anything. I'm just putting up videos, and most of the time my intention is I'm putting it up for my team, so our agents can actually sit here and watch this stuff at their leisure. But that's about it. If you happen to get some enjoyment out of it as well, great. But that's not my intention. My intention is to put out good content that hopefully helps somebody, ideally people that are on our team that we're working with, and go from there. I don't know. I don't really know what my intention is half the time. I just keep putting them up and people keep liking them. But I am going to stay a little more consistent because I think social media is pretty damn important. I might start trying to do some video interviews with people that specialize in social media and see kind of what they think and what they're doing. So maybe they can help you. All right, that's all I got today. Appreciate it. Do me a favor, like, share, comment. You can find me on Facebook. I was on Instagram a lot. I just haven't been on Instagram because I'm doing a lot of other type of marketing stuff for nonprofits that I work for on the side. Not really, I don't work for them, but I'm doing nonprofit stuff on the side. But yeah, like, share, comment on YouTube. And if you dig it, pass it along. Let somebody else watch it. That's all I got today. Appreciate you. Talk to you later. Bye.